Good afternoon, everyone. So, what you have to write in your practical copy? Do you have any confusion regarding that? We are telling it repeatedly that you have to write all the experiments. You have to write all the experiments from the beginning. That is the test for anion, that is the test of anion for dilute H2SO4 test in one single day, concentrate H2SO4 test in one single day. In that way, the test for nitrate, test for sulfate, etc. In especially all the tests are there. You have to write it by giving different titles, and those tests which were done nowadays, these are only the qualitative analysis. That is, if and after doing all of that, you have to ultimately perform one unknown inorganic salt. So for this, it is not possible to do in one step. So for this, it is already called, it is an analysis. So the analysis is done by step method. This step by step method, that is these experiments, also you have to write in your practical copy. Okay. Now today also I am showing some unknown salt. So you will respond what is the reagents I should add. Okay, so I am taking first salt is a salt of group 0, but for group 0 the direct test is that you have to add this direct salt plus sodium hydroxide pellet. This is when you rub it, you will get the smell of ammonia. And another one, that is another one halides of that group 0 salt. Now these halides to be detected. Now first of all ammonium, and another one test for ammonium is that the dilute solution plus ammonium hydroxide, then add Nessler reagent. And you have to remember the equations also, that is what is the formula for Nessler reagent, what is the formula for the Brown compound, etc. Okay. Now, so first of all group 0 salt. So I am showing you the sample. The sample is white in color and crystalline, just looking like the salt. Okay. So taking a little sample in a test tube, first make its solution. So first try with water. Then shake it well. Shake it well, and it is totally soluble. It is totally soluble, transparent color. So I am keeping it reserved for the test. Now already I have told you that it is a group 0 salt. So first test with the Nessler reagent. So for this, a very little amount of solution is taken, adding sodium hydroxide on it. No change in color. Now drop by drop Nessler reagent. Just one drop will mix the color. Okay, so the presence of ammonium is confirmed. Next is that we have to test for the anions present. So for anion, what are the anion? Can you name it? Name of the anions? Can you name it? Srijata, OH minus is not there. Chlorine, bromine, sulfate, yes, these are there. So first test with sulfate. So taking the OS, nitrate, yes, taking the OS, first add barium chloride solution. Barium chloride, if any PPT comes or not. Added, no PPT is there, so the sulfate is absent here. Next, the test for halides. Again, the OS is taken. Now, adding silver nitrate. Though it is a white PPT comes, it is a white PPT, okay, but just a light yellowish color is here, light yellowish color, but you cannot detect the color, but it is a white PPT, so the presence of halide is confirmed. Now, which halide this should be detected, that is the due to the color, that is that it is the some greenish yellow color, okay. So this is the characteristics of bromine. Now to further check it, we have to dissolve, we have to add here ammonia solution, that the PPT is dissolved or not. So next step is that addition of ammonia to that solution. You can see that the PPT is not totally dissolved. This indicates that this is for bromine, because for the chlorine, the PPT is totally dissolved, and the PPT is just of a light green color. I can see the color, okay. So this is for the bromine. And there is another test for bromine, which is a direct test, that is, if you add direct sample plus concentrate H2SO4, then it evolves the bromine gas. But as bromine is poisonous, bromine gas is poisonous, very much poisonous, so this test is should not be done. We have to go through the wet test, okay. So first of all, so ammonium is present, and as an anion bromine is present. This is one salt. So how to represent it? First of all, the physical characteristics. Here the color, white, solubility, okay. Then crystalline or amorphous, crystalline. These are physical characteristics, and after writing the physical characteristics, you will write the experiment in that form. This is all for unknown analysis: experiment, observation, inference, okay. In experiment column, you will write all the test, that is the dilute sulfuric acid test, dilute H2SO4 test, concentrate H2SO4 test, okay. Then test tube heating test, cobalt nitrate test, flame test, and what you have to write in that section, in observation section, what will you write? Now suppose here you have got bromine, so in that section, that is in concentrate H2SO4, you will write a dark brown vapor evolves, because when you will see that section, that you will can see that the dark brown vapor evolves. So may it be, here you not confirm, you will not confirm, so maybe bromide. Maybe must be mentioned here. So flame test tube heating, cobalt nitrate flame test. As the sample is colored, then you have to do for the loop test, the platinum loop test. If it is not colored, as it is white, so it is not done here. After doing the flame test, so test for anion, that is a confirmative test for anion. So test for halides. So in that section you will write OS plus AgNO3. PPT comes, that light green PPT, which is partially dissolved in ammonium solution. So this is here bromine is present, bromine present. Okay, so anion is confirmed. Next we will have to go for cation. For cation, we first go, as we mentioned, the dry test, that is dry test tube heating, the flame test, etc. already mentioned. Next step is that the group separation. So you may title here group separation. Okay. So in group separation you will add one by one and you will show here no characteristics PPT, no characteristics PPT, group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 absent, and at last you will write the test for, because as ammonium is out of that classification, so you will mention it at last, test for ammonium, and then these two tests, and after that you will conclude it. So this is one. Next one, I will mention another one test, another one sample, unknown sample. Okay. So this time yes. Okay. So now I am taking one sulfate salt, and it is a group 6 sulfate. Okay. So group 6 sulfate, that is group 6, that is magnesium, and the sulfate, that is magnesium sulfate, the salt is magnesium sulfate. Now how to test it? Magnesium. So again taking the original solution, that is the salt plus water, making the solution, then wait till I prepare the solution first. It is also crystalline, solution, a crystalline compound. Okay. Okay. So again adding water here. Now shake it just to check that as it is soluble or not. Yes, it is soluble. Okay. So next taking it, first do the test for anion. As I told you, it is a sulfate, so just test for sulfate first. Reagent for sulfate, and you told me what is the reagent for sulfate? Barium chloride. So a Cardi white PPT comes. So just further to confirm, we will add one mineral acid. It may be dilute H2SO4, dilute HCl. Adding dilute HCl here to check the PPT is dissolving or not. Okay, you can see that the PPT is not dissolving. So here we confirm the sulfate is present as an anion. So sulfate present. Next we have to test for the cation. So for cation, we may proceed through the systematic group analysis. What is the systematic group analysis is that I am writing here on the board. So taking OS plus dilute HCl, OS plus dilute HCl plus H2S. In absence of H2S gas, we will add sulfide flakes, because as HCl is there and sulfide flakes is already produced sulfide gas. So, and if any group 2 is present there, then it will PPT, it will precipitate out. Then taking the OS plus NH4Cl plus NH4OH, it is for group 3. Okay. Then in the same solution, if we add sulfide, that is H2S, then it is for group 4. This is for group 3, this is group 4. For group 5, NH4Cl, NH4OH, this is common, then ammonium carbonate. These are for group 5. And what is the reagent for group 6? Ammonium chloride, ammonium hydroxide, and then disodium hydrogen phosphate, Na2HPO4. So OS plus NH4Cl, NH4OH plus Na2HPO4. Now to check it that any PPT comes or not. So this is my OS. Before doing every experiment, you will be supplied 3 or 4 test tubes, so wash it thoroughly and then use it for the next experiment. Okay, so OS is taken, then ammonium chloride, added, then ammonium hydroxide, till no PPT is there. Now Na2HPO4. Yes, a heavy white PPT comes. A heavy white PPT comes. This is confirms the magnesium is present in that sample. Okay. So what we got in the unknown salt? That magnesium as cation and sulfate as anion. Is it correct? Magnesium as cation and sulfate as anion. Okay. So do you have any confusion regarding the copy, that how to write the practical copy? Okay. So I am giving one instruction that how to write in the copy. Your copy should have at least 13 or 14 title. Okay. Now these title, that what you will write in the content, in the contents, there is the page number. Okay. So contents and page number, first of all, number 1, that is dilute sulfuric acid test. Number 2, that is concentrate sulfuric acid test. Next day, test for nitrates, chloride, sulfate, these are under wet test. Number 4, that is systematic group analysis. Systematic group analysis, that is group 1, 2. This is in page number 5. Again systematic group analysis for group 3. Then 6 systematic group analysis for group 4. 7 systematic group analysis for group 5. In that way, 5 and 6. Next, 8 From 8 this is unknown salt analysis. And also that you have the volumetric, the organic functional groups. So ultimately here 8 title, and you will write 4 or 5 unknown salt. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then 2 volumetric analysis 12 to 14, and the organic 2, that is total 16 title, content total 16 title will be there. Okay, in that way you will write. This is only for the inorganic part. Okay.